motion for the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay. Public forum. Janice Cole.
I'm Janice Cole, and I'm here tonight representing First State Community Bank, my employer. You all know that we had to move out of the tank on 2nd Street and move to the trailer by the Masonic Lodge. Now that we're settled in there and that's going to be where we're going to be, we need to get it compliant with the water and sewer. So we know that we need a water meter, and I'm not sure our first step on that, if we get that from the city or what have you, but, and then on the grinder, we were wanting to know if it would be possible to use the existing grinder that is there on property.
Is that,
Okay, before anything is said, in the ordinance it says that if the sewer is within 200 feet, provided that public sewer is within 200 feet of the property line. So that means that you do not have to get a grinder.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
And that's in the ordinance, correct? So,
Okay. So we just need to, and I can get with, I guess, David or whoever, and get through that and get
yes.
arrangements for that. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Appreciate it. Old business. The buyout property tree planting proposal. Now, we discussed this at our last meeting, and I've heard different people say different things, and the thing of it is, if somebody wants to plant trees out there, they're gonna have to be responsible to take care of it, because our city employees do not have time to do that. But you guys need to make a decision how you want to, or if you want to table this, if you want to discuss it, what do you want to do?
I'd like to state my opinion.
You state your opinion then.
It all sounds good. It'll be nice. It would. But these boys don't have time. We can't keep up now. We don't need no more load. And if someone wants to do this, they're going to come to the city. We're going to know who's going to be responsible for these. And they're going to take care of them, not us. We don't have time to go mowing around trees. And the way we got to mow and get it done as quick as we can. We can't keep up now. But it's up to the rest of them. I really don't think we should do it.
Can I say something?
That's fine.
I tend to agree with Clyde that the people that we have taking care of the property that we have now, with mowing and everything, that's well more than enough, plus all the other duties that they have. It's just asking them to put a burden on them that we can't even handle what we have. And every time we have somebody wanting to do something like that, they planted some things in the park and stuff like that, and nobody takes care of them. They planted them, but nobody takes care of them. Eventually, they had to mow it down, especially over here in the buyout, because there was no way to take care of it. They were dying, nobody was taking care of it.
Right.
So I'm against the idea. I mean, I agree with the reason for doing it, to beautify the town and to help filter out the soil from being taken away, but it's just not something that we're people doing. And if you have somebody do it and they don't do it, then you're creating more of a problem than you are
Correct.
beneficial.
We'll fall back on this.
That's right. It'll fall back on these guys, and you're going to be in the same boat.
Gloria?
Mine's going to be short and sweet. I agree with Clyde and him completely.
Paul?
Here.
I ain't got to talk about it.
We're not doing it.
No, I'd like to see some trees planted too. I really would. But you're looking at what these guys are talking about, and we don't have the manpower and stuff like that. So I'd say, heck with it.
Okay, if that's and that seems to be the decision, so. Okay, that's a no on that. Okay, new business. Dumpster for yard debris cleanup program. Me and David discussed this. You know, it's getting summertime, we're wanting people to clean up their yards, and we have discussed getting a dumpster so that people can clean up their yards to get rid of the stuff they have in their yards. You know, like old, whatever, old junk.
Old people.
Oh,
You know, I mean.
I ain't getting near a dumpster, I'm telling you that.
You know, I think it would be a good idea, and it might be an incentive to get people to clean up their yards if they had some place to throw the stuff. But I need
do we have to watch what they put in?
yes and no.
I would suggest that we identify the properties that are in violation of our, debris ordinance. Write them a letter, say, we're gonna provide a dumpster from this date to this date, you can put stuff that's in your yard, but you can't like go couches, kind of try to put together some guidelines.
What the reason I'm saying is, there are old washers and dryers that are no cows. We don't allow them to put all that in there, I don't know what the company
It's your
provides.
decision, and now here's the
No,
cost.
what would the company allow would take from that?
The hauler.
Non-electrical stuff, though.
Yeah, I don't think, anything with,
Like a
Freon
scissors.
in it, or, like,
Yeah, you
air
can't-
you
conditioners,
can't put
ice
them-
boxes, stuff, they ain't gonna mess with that. Cause that's gotta be, you gotta have somebody to
Yeah.
bleed that stuff off.
Right.
That's what I was trying to say.
Okay,
Oh, as far as the cost, it's $160 every time they come out to either drop it off or pull it. And then when they take it to the dump, it's $50 per ton. Most of those commercial dumpsters hold about 4 tons, so it'd be $200 a load, 160 if you wanted.
Can I ask you who you got that from?
Republic.
Okay.
Actually, we used after the flood.
and if you guys want to table this, I mean, that's fine, but it's just, we're wanting everybody to get their yards cleaned up, and it was just an idea to try to help people.
How many months a year is it gonna set out there?
Oh, it will just sit out there, a couple weeks, yeah, no,
Okay,
it's not gonna be,
okay.
we're gonna leave it here all summer. No, it's not gonna be that.
I don't know, no problem.
We need to, basically what we need to do is set up a timeline. Go ahead, Dennis.
I was just gonna say, I would have David do up the guidelines for the dumpster first, and then come to the board and ask the board to make a decision on whether to have it or not, but at least have the information on what we're gonna put out to our constituents. Have that all ready to go so that we can approve that, and then that way, everything will be taken care of. Because we can sit here tonight and discuss it all we want, I mean, we don't know how we're gonna have it, when, and so on and so forth. Once we get that set up, and then ask the board, come to the board and ask the board to approve.
Yeah, because we could do like, a week in July or June. And,
Whatever you guys decide.
so you just wanna table this till we get more information?
Yes, ma'am, if you don't mind. That would be my recommendation.
Okay, the next thing on our list is bill number 926. This is something that me and David have discussed. Tonight, I just wanted to discuss it with you guys and see what you thought about it, if you thought it was a good idea. So does anybody have anything to say about it?
I kinda like it.
Well, I thought it was a good idea because it's gonna be helping the city,
Yeah, a little.
so.
I've run into that problem before with people staying in their trailers with no water, no electric, and we didn't know nothing about it until, and, I think it's a good idea myself to be notified that, this one doesn't doesn't have any electric or water, so we need to, you know.
Okay. So it's just something for you guys to look over and think about, and we'll, talk about it at the next
Well, I
meeting.
think we can have the first reading, we just don't have the second reading. The second reading is when you make the approval.
Right. Do you
So
guys
having
wanna
the first
do,
reading wouldn't hurt.
do you guys wanna do the first reading, or do you just wanna wait till next month?
Well, I say just wait until it's all done.
Okay. All what do you think?
No, that's all
Okay.
you guys.
So we'll just table that till next month also.
And I'll send it to citizens and see what they say.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Alderman resignation, I was gonna say registration. You're up, Dennis.
Well, thank you. I have to resign my position as Alderman for Ward 2 for health reasons and recommendations from my doctor. I graciously request the board accept my resignation. It has been a pleasure to serve my constituents, and I want you to know that this board has been very supportive of me, the staff, the city workers. I could never have accomplished everything I did during my tenure as an alderman if it wasn't for the support of all these people. So I may have laid the groundwork, but they're the ones that helped me get it through. I couldn't have been a very good alderman without them, so I appreciate them, and I appreciate being here. And I have but one parting thing to say to this board, is that no matter what decisions you make, it's okay to disagree with one another, but please support one another once that decision is made. Don't go around chastising people for decisions they made, because once this board has made a decision, that's it. And even though you don't like it, it's made. Support it. That's all I got. Thank you.
Okay, I need a motion to accept Dennis's resignation.
I'll make a motion to accept this resignation.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Opposed? Okay, I have something that I would like to say to Dennis. The City of St. Mary would like to express our appreciation to Dennis Bovee. Dennis has served over 8 years as an alderman and over 9 years as our water and wastewater supervisor. He represents the City of St. Mary at the Southeast Missouri Regional Planning Commission and has been very active networking and working with them for the betterment of our community. Dennis has attended countless classes on water, wastewater, worker safety, human resources, public works, and floodplain administration, to name a few. He has attended most all of his training at his own expense and has never turned in a mileage voucher to be reimbursed for his gas. Dennis has made all these sacrifices to get St. Mary representation and to gain the skills and knowledge to help our city operate as safe and efficiently as possible. The City of St. Mary has benefited greatly from his generosity and dedication, and we express our gratitude. Thank you. You need to come up here now. I would like to present this to you from the city.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate it.
And
Appreciate
good
it.
luck.
There you go.
Okay. Normally at this time, I do my appointments, but since Dennis is resigning, we need to bring in another alderman, so I'm gonna wait. And we're gonna have a meeting on May 26th, and then I will make all my appointments when we get a new alderman. Okay, so departmental reports. David?
I did attend that class on rapid needs assessment. It was really, really good. Also teaches you preliminary damage assessment so that you can make decisions quickly and those decisions drive all your actions, so it was really, really good. There is another one-day class on rail car incident response. It's free class, doesn't cost anything. And since the railroad just gave us $10,000, I think somebody should go to
When is
get
it?
this class. It is June the 3rd.
And where's it located?
It's at Jackson.
So what do you guys think? You're gonna give him approval to go to a class?
I think so.
I would.
Okay, you got your approval.
Cool, all right, thanks. That's
Is
all I
that
got.
Okay, we're not gonna do a water and sewer report. Park and cemetery.
They're fine. They're okay. They're good. A little wet, but they're fine.
Okay, how about the street department?
They're running all directions.
Well, we got two things going then. Fire department.
Well, Frankie, what's your opinion?
We turned around, we had a successful barbecue this past month. We appreciate for everybody coming out and everything. We made $1,500 altogether on it, and we made $300 on the 50-50, which we would have got 150 of that back, but I'd like to really thank Fisher Quarry for donating their half back to the department. The other thing is we had one call out. Right now 41's down for maintenance. Power steering pump went out on us, so we're trying to get it rebuilt and put back together. And that's all that.
Thanks. Police department.
Mr. Higgins over there?
Yeah.
Nothing at this time.
Nothing at this time.
Okay. Animal control.
Oh, we had a few desperados thinking escape. Checked out the town and got bored to come back home, so that's about it. Nothing urgent.
We can always depend on you, can't we?
Oh, yeah.
Check him on doggy's house.
Okay, citizens participation, the Welkers want to speak. Do you guys want to speak?
Yes. We don't have a lot of information, we're just gonna let you know what's going on. The post office, they did come and they cleaned out everything, it's everything. In fact, it looks pretty good, in reference to the other part of the building, so it looks pretty good. And then David got a hold of us, I guess that was last week, about Roy Blunt's office, wanted to know what we know, which isn't much, but we did meet with his representative down at Cape Girardeau. I forgot what her name was.
Yeah, I forgot.
That doesn't make any difference. And she wanted a copy of that environmental report, and which is 20 or 25
30
pages.
pages, I think. 30.
Yeah. So we gave her a copy of that, and she did say that they had quite a few letters from the locals about supporting a post office, which. And actually, we would support it if we could come to some kind of concession about getting the space ready for them, So we would be open to that idea if we can figure out something. Like I say, I think the space looks pretty darn good, and
It doesn't even really smell like the rest of the building.
So
You know.
anyway, so we would be open to some suggestions there.
Well, people, they want their post office. That's
Right.
just as easy as that.
Sure.
But I want to ask you something. You was talking it was going to cost a pretty good chunk of change.
According to that report.
Right,
Yeah.
to get that in the specs
Mhm.
that they want. Is there any guarantee that if you do that, they're gonna go ahead? Nothing, see? So, and like I said, they had to drop 2 cents per stamp. And
Right.
if I remember right, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on this, but if I remember right, it seems like on TV, they said that was gonna be a $2 billion loss revenue.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's a lot of money, and, man, if you ain't got it in writing, if it was me, I'd be awful leery. Spending all that money money,
agree.
and they say, well, we changed our mind, you know.
Sure.
Because they are gonna be cutting corners, there's no doubt about that.
So I guess at this point, I mean, that's all we know. I don't know if Roy Blunt's office is gonna get back with us unless you guys know something more than we do.
We know
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So, but I agree with you, you almost have to get everything in writing,
Yeah.
up
Yeah, I'd be
front,
scared
up
to
front.
death, I'd be scared to death to invest that kind of money.
And they say, oh, I changed my mind.
Oh, yeah, they say, yeah, I'm just kidding. I mean, you know, what the heck?
We're not gonna spend that much unless.
Well, I'd be awful leery.
Yeah,
I
unless
really would.
we
And I'll
know.
tell you what, you guys, I hate to say this, and I hope the hell I'm wrong, but I think down the road, the small town post office, they're gonna be a thing of the past. Because they're gonna start cutting here, they're gonna start cutting there, and I mean, I hope the hell we can get one, I really do. I really
And
do.
hopefully if we could get some kind of a contract, it would be for some years,
Right,
not
right,
1 year or
right,
2 years, but you
right.
know, for the future. 'Cause-
Right, right.
So that's kind of what we know about the post office. Let's see, I was in touch with the, can't remember, her, Cabot, from St. Genevieve's Economic Development lady, tourism and economic, and I told her, you know, we have a building, and she, oh, okay, so, she's supposed to, come and meet and look at the building and look for some kind of tenants. So, also we still, have David Soto, he's, talked to him a little bit the other day, he's a property manager, and he kind of mentioned the fact that it's in a floodplain, but, now, can the tenant, whoever, can you still get flood insurance onto this building as it is, or does anybody know?
I'm sure you can get flood insurance, but boy,
Yeah.
as far as, you know.
Could be expensive, but
Yeah.
he asked me that, and I wasn't sure, you know.
Yeah, we participate in the flood
Yes.
insurance program, so they can get.
Because I know the bank, you know, they.
They have it,
Yeah, so I don't see any reason why you guys couldn't get it too.
Okay.
I mean,
Matter of fact, we could probably start checking on that, I guess. And then one more thing, the assessor did contact us from the county, and now the building is assessed at 97,000. So, and I think the taxes would be,
It's come down, right?
yeah, but it's still, we think
It's
it's
still a
still,
lot for
Yeah.
at least now.
now.
You know, if we got some businesses in there, it would be different. So we would probably try to get to the Board of Equalization. I don't know who that is or where, but, and appeal it, I guess. So right now, it's just a vacant building.
Yeah.
Right,
So, and I don't know, maybe you guys know how that works. I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably, well, assessor wouldn't know why.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and she was nice, Linda Wayman. She was really nice. So, that's pretty much it.
Now, have you heard of anything that,
Any rumors?
any rumors that somebody would wanna come in?
Yeah.
I have not heard anything.
I sure have.
Well, even the lady in St. Joe's, she said, well, why don't you put a big sign on front rent for rent? I said, well, I guess we could do that, I don't know. May help, so we really like to get some businesses back in there
Oh, yeah.
and help,
The city
help
would too.
help the city
Really would.
quite a bit. And you know, I didn't tell Mikey this, but if you guys need a group of people for some city meeting or whatever, I mean, the upstairs is good, so if you need a place to gather, you
It
know,
needs to be cleaned up.
it'd be
It's
a
good
little,
condition.
needs a little cleaning, but you can,
That's something to remember too.
Yeah.
yeah, it's,
Yeah.
maybe the Christmas party or whatever you do.
Then they can help us clean it up.
Yeah. So that's kind of all we know, so, and David was always helpful, he called us and he's always resourceful, so.
Yeah, and we have not got any more information, so,
So I don't know, should we get back to Roy Blunt's office or just wait? You know, I guess it wouldn't hurt to,
yeah, I
To
don't think
call
it would
her.
hurt to call them and
yeah,
you know, and
What do you
just-
know? Yeah,
Right,
Yeah,
That
I'm
would be
pushing
a
for
good
some
idea.
information, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, it can't hurt,
right.
Yeah.
you know.
Because I don't remember when Tom Parks was here that night, he said they weren't gonna make a decision for
6 to 18 months.
6 to 18 months or something.
That's,
yeah, and I really think a decision should be made before then.
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty
Because
soon.
everybody's sitting here waiting, what
Yeah.
about our mail? What are we gonna do? So,
They did at least get the P.O. boxes in
Yeah.
front, and I guess you can mail letters, right, there?
yes.
Yeah, so, but not packages or anything like that, so that's, at least it's a little improvement there. That's pretty much everything we know. You guys hear something, David, just holler.
You know,
Yeah.
Maybe about next week, maybe get back to Roy Blunt's office and say, you know, what's going on?
Okay.
The lady was really nice, she was
She was.
very helpful, so.
But yeah, I'm saying, you know, if you guys hear something,
Yeah,
Yeah,
let David know.
yeah, let us know.
yes, Gloria.
I don't know if it's the time or not, but I need a building permit.
Okay.
I'm gonna build a privacy fence around here, my place over there. And I don't know, I think I need to know how much I'm gonna spend. And what else is it?
well, I mean, you guys.
Look it up, I don't need it right this minute,
Okay.
but I'm gonna apply.
Right, I mean, as long as it meets the floodplain, you know, like you mentioned, you know, water can pass through.
Well, yeah, you want air protection.
You're good on my part, call them dig right, and then give some kind of schematic to a deck, and she'll take care of the program.
The money, yeah.
Okay, do you guys have anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
That's why I didn't.
They were done. They're good. Does anybody else have anything to say? Okay, I need a motion.
Oh, second. What did you say?
All in favor?
I didn't say anything, I was just sitting here.
Yeah,